we went to a restaurant the other day and Usher got really, really upset that like the bill was brought out in like
It was in a book.
This restaurant was really trying so hard to be like several different things.
It was so unnecessary.
But the way you actually said, the poor waitress was just doing her job.
And I knew,
just like,
you know what it is?
What's the purpose of the book?
When I asked her,
When I asked her,
I didn't ask her like in an aggressive manner. I asked her, I was like, so why is it the bill coming in a book of a random story?
No, why would you?
And
ask
that's
her?
one thing I knew she wasn't going to know.
So
I knew
what
she
did you
wasn't
want
gonna
her
know.
to say then?
Because I just wanted to prove that she wasn't going to know, and this is pointless. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for tuning in. The Kasi Podcast episode, Simba, remind me? 26, episode 26. Thank you for tuning in. We've got another special guest with us today. Andrea.
Hello.
Dre.
Dre.
Nice to see you. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for not calling me Andrea. I mean, that's only because you actually know who I am.
No, but you said that to me in the beginning when we had first met, and I was like, who the hell says Andrea?
No, like everyone I ever meet. First, it started when I was at school, right? And it was new teachers. And because I've got a Spanish surname, my surname is Valls, they would go, Andrea Smith Valls. I've got a double barrel name. And I'm like, I don't know who that person is. All my friends will be like, it's Andrea. And you are champion for Andrea.
I mean, I'm pretty good at pronouncing names. I have a unofficial title for that.
What is it?
No.
Name pronouncer.
Name pronouncer.
It's the unofficial title.
But no, thank you for coming in. We have been talking about this for a while.
I actually invited myself on the podcast.
You didn't invite.
I did, Usher. I did. I said, I see you have a podcast.
Yeah, you did.
I would like to be on your podcast.
You was already
Put me on your podcast.
You was already on the list.
Okay.
Like I said, I have the list. Me and Simba have the list, and there's names on there. And when I met you and we actually became friends and I started to get to know you a little bit, I was like, she needs to be on the list.
There you go. Wow.
And this was like last year before you mentioned it. So
goodness gracious.
Yeah.
I've been on that list for a while. That's good. Yeah. That makes me feel good.
Good. No, but thank you for coming. Just quickly, I was thinking about how do I let everyone know who Andrea Valls is, what she does. And I thought it would actually be a lot better for you if you do it. And
less work for you.
Yeah, basically. And I don't embarrass myself getting it wrong. You're like, no, that's not quite
that is
what
the
it
most
is.
sneaky way of just going, do you know what? I didn't want to do the introduction.
So if you could tell us, Andrea Valls, for those who don't know, what you do exactly and who you are.
Okay, so yep, I'm Andrea, Dre. As Usher has said, I'm an actress. And I guess I sometimes call myself a bit of a comedian as well. I do a lot of comedy and I love being a part of comedy stuff. I do my own comedy. But yeah, I'm just an actress and I'm also a personal trainer. So that's how we met. I started working in the gym and I met you through... Actually, no, wait. No, I've just met you in the gym, really. You did, yeah. You were shadowing for some coaches. And
Dan and Ray, who have been on here,
of course they have.
Training.
Yeah, and then I also worked on the floor. I'm also a PT at that gym. And I was just like, who's this cool guy?
You met me. So yeah, no, that was cool to meet you. And then meeting you, it was just nice, cool person. And it's funny because I always said when I first met you and was talking to you, my impression was just, whoa, she's very like...
What's that? What does that mean?
She's very like...
For the people who aren't watching, what have you just done with your hands?
You're very...
Usher's, let me just explain for the listeners at home. Usher is sort of lifting his arms up in like a triumphant way. Are you trying to say I'm like bubbly? Like
yes, very
exuberant.
Bubbly. Yes, there you go. You see, you got the words.
Okay, that's chatty. What that meant.
Yeah.
Just for everyone.
And like when you're talking to someone, they know they're talking to you, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Which is cool. Good. So, and then getting to know you a little bit more. And then we had each other on social media, on Instagram. And then I started to see the things you do. And I was like, okay, it makes sense. But how did that even come about? How did getting into acting, getting into the comedy, the sketches, the skits, were you like just that little girl with a microphone and a wig on in the mirror.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's so cliche.
Right, yeah.
It actually is, isn't it? It's like, it's the most cliche thing. I've always, since I was really, really small, known that I wanted to do it.
Right.
Known that I wanted to be a performer. I remember sort of seeing, like, I used to go to stage school on a Saturday and I was young.
Stage school?
Yeah, like, it's, on like a Saturday, it's called Stagecoach, whatever. And I was like 5 years old. I can see this like report card now in my parents' house. And it just said like, this was in dance and singing class. Unfortunately, Andrea cannot sing.
Wow.
And she also can't dance.
Wait, well, how old are you?
I was 5.
How did they do this report on a 5-year-old?
I'm so sorry, but they were just like, it's great that she's showing up on a Saturday. She's really enjoying herself.
How are they doing this report on a 5-year-old? You can't
here's
sing
me.
and dance.
No, I know, but here's me at 5 years old going like, no, like I am going to be an actress.
I respect that.
And I find it really weird because I actually really do now in my sort of late 20s now, I've definitely got into the mindset of like manifestation, and I really believe in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually believe that I manifested my career because I actually spoke it so much into existence from when I was small.
Yeah.
I just said like, oh no, I am that.
Yeah.
Like, and I kind of want to go back to that. I kind of want to go back to that innocent childlike way of thinking and get back to that state of mind going, no, that is me and that is what I'm going to do. And so, going then through school, I was always doing drama. Yeah. I was always doing plays. I knew also that when I left school, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to drama school.
Do you remember the first experiences of like just something to do with acting or movies or?
Yeah. So as a toddler, like 3 years old, we have like home videos of me dressing up in the outfit of the movie. So it was Snow White or whatever it was. And I'm like just fully doing the whole film. Like not just a little bit of it and, grandma's going, oh, that's so sweet. Like I'm doing the whole goddamn film. Yeah. I get my yaya, I called her my mum's mum. And she's like, I get to lie down. I'm lying down on the sofa as Snow White. And I'm like, yeah. You have to wake me up with a kiss because I'm dead. And my grandma kept getting the cue wrong. And I was like, no, not yet. Now, like, and I was 2 or 3.
So so uni around that time, we didn't go to uni.
It was drama school. So it was uni. So I've got a degree. I've got a BA in acting. Yeah. But it's more practical than uni.
I imagine so.
I guess different courses. I'm sure that your course, did you study
sports?
Exactly.
So way more
super practical. And there were elements of, written work and stuff, but it was all like, play after play after play.
Was there a point where it got serious?
Yeah, 3rd year is like a really dicey, nerve-wracking time for all acting students because the ultimate aim is to get representation at the end. Right. You want an agent out of it. And it was weird. Like you just start getting really competitive with people around you and there aren't enough agents to go around. I left uni without an agent. Yeah. And now I'm with one of the best agents actually like in the country through just hard work. I don't think anyone can fully be ready to be signed by an amazing agent at the end of 3rd year. You're not ready. You haven't seen anything really of the world or the profession. It got serious in that year for sure.
I would imagine as well because how different is that from Brit School? Because Brit School, you're a lot younger. It's not uni.
Yeah, Brit School is like college, right?
Yeah.
I think it's similar. But it's more like you're an adult when you go to drama school.
Drama school.
Yes. And I think I feel like there's a lot of pressure behind the Brit School as well. You've got the name, haven't you? And you've got those big stars that come out of the Brit School.
Well, we had someone on here,
I listened to that
went to
episode.
Brit School, and she was basically saying towards like the people who are turning 16, 17, 18 that are on that the last couple of years, basically alluding that it does get quite serious because again, even at that age, they're trying to do plays for like agencies to come in and sign them.
And I find it really heartbreaking because those kids, and they're still kids, at 18 think that if they don't make it now when I'm 18, I'm done. Yeah. And that's really mad. I
think it's similar in a lot of different industries because even when I think about football, at academy level, if someone's playing for an academy from early adolescence, 12, 13, 14, if they get to about 17, 18, 19 and they're released from an academy and they don't have somewhere else, there are like so many studies and papers that show people have been like gone into serious, at like 17, 18, gone into serious depression, thinking, that's it, like my life's over. I've got
that their career's done.
Yeah. I just wanted to think like you're actually a kid, and there's so many other opportunities, just not everyone's aware of that.
It's so true.
And when you're a kid, this is, especially when it's something that you're really into and you know this is what you want to do, it breaking down, it coming down can just bring everything down to you. Yeah,
it can knock your confidence. And actually a lot of my friends that I went to drama school with are not acting anymore.
No way.
No, like not at all. They're doing other things.
Because of just...
It's hard. Like it's just really hard.
But then how much did they really want to act? Did they really want to?
But this is the thing. Like I truly believe that they absolutely did. It's difficult because you've got to sustain yourself. You need to make a living if you want to live in London, for example, if we don't have family members that live here.
Yeah.
So, you have to do another job on the side and to still be flexible enough to go to auditions and stuff. And that's not easy. And
in every situation, a kid needs some sort of, and I say a kid, I mean like a teenager, someone trying to pursue something, needs some sort of support from somewhere around. And it's just what you said, some people just don't have that.
Maybe it just gets too difficult, and actually, the thought of having to do a job, right, having to find a job that is flexible around being an actor, that sometimes means you compromise like the quality and caliber of work that you do. So like a lot of my friends were working in hospitality, or they were working in something that wasn't really fulfilling for them, but was really flexible.
Yeah.
And I think that's what kills it for a lot of people, is that like they're doing something day in, day out that they really don't like just to make money. And so they just say like, I'm doing this to support the acting, but the acting's not coming in. So I'm just going to sod it all and just like give up and go for a job that they can then earn money from, because they're, late 20s now, they should be earning a certain wage, and they go on, they move on, and they sort of give up.
Working a job that you don't actually like or enjoy, but doing just because it gives you the money. And I've had my say on that, because I used to work in Sainsbury's, and I was doing it just because I needed the money. I wasn't doing anything else. I was in between, like I was on apprenticeships. I was in between, like I hadn't gone uni yet, and I wasn't really doing much. I was just like playing football here and working part-time, and just so I can actually feel like I'm providing something.
Right.
But then just over a period of like 6, 7, 8, 9 months, just being like, this is not...
Yeah, it wears you down, doesn't it? Going into a job that you just don't like the day.
It got to a point where I just like, I'm not doing this like again. And it was like a New Year's Eve shift I was supposed to go into. Yeah. And I was like, I woke up about 11 a.m. and I was like, I was supposed to start at 3, and I was like, I'm not going in. It's just not happening.
Not going to do it.
And I didn't go back now. And then the next one was a coaching job I did. It was part-time. Yeah. No. Then I got another coaching thing I was doing simultaneously, which was also part-time.
And I think that's really important, because it's like, it's all very well and good if we have something to fall back on, like a family home or relatives or some savings or whatever it is. It's great if you can do that and take that time off. But it's really, really, you've got to be wise enough to look and say like, quit that job if that is really, really sapping your energy. But you need to be doing everything to get yourself the thing that you want, because like, otherwise what's going to happen, like you need to, and so sometimes you need to have a bit of that hunger and that drive to like, no, I need to make this work. And that drives you forward. And
eventually it will pay dividends.
It will. The hard work that you put in at the beginning will definitely pay off afterwards. But yeah, that's actually the advice I give a lot of like young actors. If anyone asks me for any advice, I always say, find something on the side that you feel passionate about as well. And that is fitness for me, and that's like the fitness industry for me.
Which is funny, because you told me the other day that like in school you was just the least sporty person.
Oh my God, I was the least athletic person ever, right? So my school was kind of big-ish. We had like teams that went down to the FD team, hockey, netball, whatever. I was in all those bottom teams. Trust me, I would run away from having to do cross country. Like I would hide.
Yeah.
But so like competitive sport and sport at school, like just wasn't for me. Like I didn't have an affinity with it, but I was always captain of those teams. Always the captain, always the leader, always going, well done, come on. Yelling at everyone from across. That's what it is. Yeah. And then I actually only got into fitness like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I started going to the gym. And then after that, I realized all those things that everyone's been rabbiting on about for years, about how It makes you happy. It releases endorphins. It's good for you. I started feeling my life getting back a little bit on track. I started feeling a discipline I'd not felt before. I had a newfound confidence in the fact that like, oh, Andrea, you can do that.
Yeah.
Like you've pushed yourself a little bit to the limit.
Yeah.
Like this weekend we did a workout on Saturday morning, right? We do circuits on a Saturday morning at our gym and they are disgusting. Like they're horrible. And right at the end of it, I was just about to do the last lap around and I actually threw up. But no, like I did, like I fully retched and heaved and threw up.
But
I carried on.
Exactly.
But I kept running and I was like, okay, well that's growth because Andrea last year or even the year before that absolutely would never have done it.
Yeah.
I would have given up.
Yeah.
And I think that for me is what fitness has really taught me and this industry, which really, really complements what I do as an actor and this thing of having to keep going.
Yeah.
And knowing that like, it's fine, like something else is coming around the corner. And if it's hard right now, it's all right. But if you get through it, like you just have to keep going.
So we're talking about this thing of, pursuing what you love, pursuing what, drives you, what you feel like you want to do in your life. But being in a situation where you don't have people that can help you out as you're doing this. So you might have to try and work part-time or full-time in order to fund whatever's happening.
Exactly.
How did you find that coming into PT and coming into trying to work this full-time, part-time job, earn money from that on the side while you're actually trying to pursue something that you really care about? How was that balance? And like you said, it makes it a little bit easier when it's something that you really enjoy and you got into.
Well, I think that was the thing for me. I had to just make a smart decision about, so I was on a TV show. I was on a kids TV show for a couple of years. I was on something called Waffle the Wonder Dog on CBeebies. And that was a lovely, lovely job, which was like 2-year stints.
Yeah.
After that finished and I was sort of left without anything else. And I was like, okay, right, you need to find this other thing that's going to make you happy. And I was looking at my finances and I was going, okay, well, what's the thing that I spend most money on? And it was the gym. Yeah. Like it was my gym membership or it was my personal trainer or whatever it was. And I was like, okay, so now I'm going to have to be paid to go to the gym.
Yeah.
So that's how I made the decision, honestly. Right. I was like, this is what I like to do. I'm not willing to give it up because now it's my lifestyle rather than just something I dip in and out of.
Yeah.
I made it my lifestyle by making it my job.
Yeah.
And also it's a job that I have control over because I am my own boss.
Yeah.
So if I want to go and shoot a TV series next month, I can do that because I don't have to.
Right. I'm
not going to lose my job, am I? I just get new clients if they leave me, or I don't have a boss that's going to be unhappy with me.
And how was it to get into that mode of the working and
balancing acting? I was so a good example. I went off to do pantomime this Christmas. I played Princess Jess in the regional theatre just outside of Birmingham. It was brilliant. I was like, okay, so I'm away now for 8 weeks. So I was really worried that my clients might sort of go when I was away for this 8 weeks. And but what I found was that I'd built enough of a good rapport with them and I'd built a nice relationship with them so that when I did come back, they were invested in hearing about me and my work and everything else that I do. And they were also excited to see me again and start training. So like, yeah, you've just got to invest in your brand, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've got to invest in yourself and tell your clients about what's going on in your life and whatever. And we have that sort of symbiotic relationship. Like they can tell me about what's going on in their life.
Yeah.
And I also do the same.
We've asked you to prepare for 2 truths and a lie.
2 truths and a lie. Dun, dun, dun. Do you have like a jingle? Yeah. 2 truths and a lie.
That's the jingle. There we go. Appreciate that. Thank you so much, Dre. That's how we got you.
I have them here.
We're going to clip that voice, right?
Wait. 2 truths.
No, we'll keep the first one.
Oh.
We'll keep the first one. Thank you, Trey. We'll keep the first one.
2 truths and a lie. Okay, are you ready to play 2 truths and a lie?
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay.
First round.
First round. I have double jointed thumbs. I have a birthmark on my bum. And I have 3 nipples.
What the hell? All of these could be lies.
She's good at this game. I have double jointed thumbs. I have a birthmark on my bum. I have 3 nipples. You get 1 question.
It's funny, like, you're doing it. I'm like, you're 3 jointed thumbs. I'm looking at your thumbs. And then you say...
Are you printing my thumbs
Yeah. And then you say,
Even they look a bit.
birth fucking bum. I'm like, I'm not gonna have any idea about that. And then you say 3 nipples, and I'm just like, my eyes just like. All right. What was my question even going to be?
This will be an interesting one for. I have a friend in the room as well, and he doesn't know the answer to this either. So.
Oh wow.
Did I just give something away?
Yeah, you did.
There you go. Did I just give you a hint?
He doesn't know some of these.
Mm-mm.
Well then, what's the third one?
I have 3 nipples.
That was a lie.
No, that's the truth. The lie is, do you want to know?
Yeah.
I have a birthmark on my bum.
Oh my word.
All right, I want to explain. I don't want anyone out here to think I'm a bit weird. I just have underneath my left boob is like, it's a mole, but it's not a mole. Like, and when I was going, I was like, Mum, what is that? Because it's like a little raised bit. I haven't shown you. It's like a little raised thing, and it could be. It's not a mole. And my mum goes, your auntie has one like that. It's a third nipple.
Right. Okay.
I have 3 nipples.
Okay.
And double jointed thumbs.
Simba, where do we go from
Double
there?
jointed thumbs.
Whoa, don't do that again.
But no birthmark on my bum.
Why didn't you just ask her to show you jointed though?
That'd be cheating, no?
Does you have a question?
Simba, man. Next round.
This is more personal to me now. This is called the family round.
What one was it?
That was physical. That was body round.
Cool.
This is family round.
All right.
Okay. My dad is an artist. My mum is from Valencia, and I have 1 sibling.
You said where your family's from, and you have 1 sibling.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
My dad is an artist. My mum is from Valencia. I have 1 sibling.
One of them's a lie.
One of them is a lie.
Your dad being an artist is believable.
Why is that believable?
Because you're an artist in some way. I can't imagine no one else in your family has nothing to do with art.
Fair.
Or creativity.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be wrong. I could be a lie, but it is believable. I think you've mentioned before where your family's from, but I don't remember if it was Valencia. No, that's a lie.
Nice
that's a lie.
one, Usher.
It's
you listen.
Catalonia.
Yeah, well,
yes.
she's Catalan, but she's actually from Madrid. But yeah, Valencia was a lie.
There we go. That's what we're
And I have one brother.
One brother. Okay, cool.
Well done. Good one.
Final round. I'm gonna win
Final
this
round.
game.
I've lived in 2 countries. My childhood pet was called Bobby, and I dye my hair. I've lived in 2 countries. My childhood pet was called Bobby, and I dye my hair.
Do you dye your hair regularly?
So if it's like, I want to try and throw you off the scent, don't I? So I could answer however
Answer the
I want.
truth.
But then that might give something away.
You have to answer the truth.
I say the typical woman dyes her hair every 6 months.
Do you dye it?
You got one question, I can answer it how I like.
I think we might scrap this game because they're having second guess and I don't like it already.
It's a bit to make you sweat a bit.
Yeah.
What's the lie?
The lie is... So the first one is sorry?
I've lived in 2 countries.
Yeah.
My childhood pet was called Bobby.
Yeah.
I dye my hair.
The third one's a lie.
No, I
The
dye
second
my
one.
hair. The second one.
And
I don't know
it was-
who Bobby is.
And I knew it
Who's
was,
Bobby?
I knew it was. I thought your mum would have tried to be, I don't know.
Does that mean I win?
Whatever.
I won the game.
Moving on
And
swiftly.
now you know a bit more about me.
We're scrapping this game, Simba. We're not playing it again.
You're such a spoil sport.
Nah,
Just because
I
you
don't
didn't
like
win.
it. Why are we choosing to play the games with the most creative people? No, but getting back into you.
Mm-hmm.
So uni's when after uni you left uni, things got a tad serious. You You didn't leave with an agent or agency.
No, I didn't. It took me a little while to get one.
So what was the plan from then? Is that when social media and skits and comedy stuff came about?
Yeah, exactly right. I had sort of a bit of time when nothing was really happening and nothing was really kicking off, and I was just like stuck, doing a job that I wasn't massively inspired by. And so I just thought, I just need to do some stuff. So I literally just like set up my camera and I started doing this sketch show called like the Mummy Sketches. And I had about 5 different mums. Yeah, I had this was different to my Spanish mum. Spanish mum's quite a new thing.
Okay.
But I had about 5 different mums. And I just had them all go through the same experience. So I think the first episode I did was Mum at the swimming pool, right? And it's just like one of them's going, don't run, don't you dare run. And the other one's like, just let the water like breathe over you. It's fine, like enjoy. Like I just sort of had them all be in the same situation. And then it sort of went on from there. It was like Mummy and Halloween, Mummy goes to the shop. I remember I made my friend wear a GoPro and I took her around the big Tesco's.
She's a friend.
She is a friend. And I was just being all these different people in Tesco's, like with everyone like around.
Yeah.
I was ordering like some sausages from the woman on the butcher's counter in my Scottish accent for Scottish mum, like, and it was just hilarious. And my friend was just there with this GoPro
on her head.
And it's one of the best sketches. It's hilarious because it's real life and it was doing real stuff.
And all the stuff is still up there.
All the stuff is still up there on YouTube. Like, honestly, you need to sit through and watch them. They're from years ago. They're like 5 years old now, these sketches, but they were so fun to do. And then my stuff has sort of evolved from there. I definitely know that character comedy is my thing, like becoming a person.
Yeah.
And for me, that could come from just like a sentence or just watching someone do something.
Yeah.
I might hear a quote from a movie and just go, why do women do that? And then I'll figure out who that character is and do a sketch based on it.
So that is that's like super creative. Like,
yeah, it's pretty much.
I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, I like couldn't, and I feel like I'm fairly creative. I definitely imagine things and see things like this podcast, for example. I imagined it to be a certain way, and I didn't know how to get there, but I knew who to meet up to help me get there.
That's very important.
But then to imagine it and think about it, and then like a spider diagram, put things together to actually create this. That's like super creative. I don't think most people. Well, okay, there's hundreds of other actors out there, but I don't think most people, like on a general basis, like has the capability to do that, which is a shame.
And it's all improvised as well. Like I don't write a script. I'll just stick the camera on.
Have you gone out on a day and just like stuck with an accent the whole day, just your whole day out?
Oh my God, I would actually love to do that.
That would
be really fun.
And generally I think it would be funny because your accent is quite good. So generally I don't think anyone would notice.
Would really know.
But if someone did notice, they would probably just keep quiet anyway because they would be confused. Like,
people would just be like, why does she say that word really weird?
Yeah. But they would just be like, but I'm not going to call her out if that's the actual accent.
Well, yeah, like
do that one day.
I love doing it just like in a shop or whatever. But I do it to make my friends laugh. That's all I've ever done. Like when I was a kid at school as well. Like comedy was my way of just making my friends laugh, and that's just now kind of transposed into this, making a living out of it.
Yeah.
But I do it just to make my mates laugh, like genuinely. So I think, what accent do you think I should go out with, and try this out? What do you reckon?
I mean, you do a Spanish one really well.
Sure, but that's
yeah. You do a Scottish one pretty good.
Yeah.
What else have you done? You've done a Welsh one.
Yeah, I think I've done a Welsh one, to be honest. Like, no, it's difficult, but
please
like,
don't switch on like that, please. Like, my brain fun. Almost like
it's genuinely like my party trick.
My brain
I literally just go, give me an
something.
accent, let's go.
Yeah.
Like it's so fun.
No, you should do it. That'll be funny. And just record that and change it in conversation with people,
and then
like you just did with me.
Somewhere different.
Yeah. Because my brain just like almost had a spaz.
You just literally nearly died. The worst thing is when I go out and someone is from somewhere. Someone might be Australian and they're in a shop and they're just, maybe they're in a clothes shop, and suddenly I'm going, oh yeah, no, I love it. And I go, oh my gosh, stop. It sounds really rude. Like I'm just assimilated into this person's accent. I can't help it. But it's actually really rude. They must think that I'm just taking the piss out of them.
You know what you should do?
What?
If a guy's ever trying to chat you up, just for the fun of it in that moment, speak normally.
Yeah.
And then and the next that couple minutes just answer in another accent, and then go back to your normal voice and then switch it up again.
And they'll just think that
I think at some point, what point does he think, no, I'm done, this is too much?
Yeah, like he'll think that I'm just completely completely crazy.
That'd
That's
be
a
funny.
good one.
I wish I could do that. I can't do accents.
You sure?
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to try one?
Were there any people that you growing up saw personally, maybe something like uni or just on screen, you thought like that person's amazing?
Oh, that's really difficult. I think I found those people through the jobs that I've done. I love networking. Like networking's a big thing. If I'm working on a job with someone and I can see someone do something really well, I'm like, that's amazing. I'd love to work with you on that. Or, so for me, it's my colleagues. Recently, there's a new show on BBC One called Cheaters that I'm in.
Yeah.
And there are a couple of amazing actresses on there, Susan Wokoma and Callie Cook, who are like sort of my kind of co-star people. They're absolutely amazing. Yeah. And they go literally from job to job. And that for me right now is like my dream focus. That's what I want. I want to just be acting and be going from one amazing show to the next.
Yeah.
And actually one of my clients, Lisa, she is an actress as well. I met her on a job. I met her on this show for Channel 4 that I think will be coming out in about September. And she was just like, where do you live? I said Wanstead. She was like, I live in Wanstead. Amazing. She's now my client. Wow. She's another example of that, of just going from one amazing job to the next. Yeah. And like, I think having that inspiration, surrounding yourself, like you said, surrounding yourself by people who are doing what you want to do.
Did I say that?
That's what you said, essentially.
Okay.
You said it's an inspiration, but you should do that.
Yeah.
You should be surrounded by people that are doing exactly what you want to do, and you'll get there.
And it's something I've found over the past year or two, surrounding myself with people I've surrounded myself with. I've felt an elevation in just myself, the way I feel in what I'm doing. So yeah, it's true. And it feels like a given when you say it, but it's something that people don't generally do.
It seems really obvious, doesn't it? But then it might cause you to think like, oh, perhaps that friendship that I'm in doesn't massively serve me, or maybe I need to stop working in this job that I don't want to work in and actually go and work in a theatre, for example, if I want to be surrounded by actors, or maybe work for, a gym or a coaching company like you started with Dan and Ray. Like, you need to put yourself in that situation. Yeah. And no one's going to do it for you. Yeah.
So you've been in a bunch of TV shows. You've done theatre gigs.
Yeah.
Have you been in a movie?
I am in a Netflix film that's coming out this year. I have one line. I literally get out of a car at the end of this movie, and one of the lead actors is like, beaten up, running in the road, and I just have to go, that's probably a spoiler, sorry. And I just have to go, Netflix, don't sue me. And then and I just had to be like, oh my God, are you okay?
Right. Yeah.
That's me.
That's it. You know what?
I'm in a film.
You know what? In 8, 7, 6, 9 years, 10 years, when you're in other films, they're going to be like, oh, remember you was in this film, you had this one line, and they're going to look back at that. So your last project you did, if I can call it project, was the BBC project Cheaters on BBC One.
Yeah.
Which people I've spoken to that know you, obviously, in mutuals, they've always like 3 or 4 people in the week that it was released were like to me, oh, have you seen Andrea's thing? I'm like, I hadn't watched it yet, and I was like, I mean, yeah, I've got to watch it now. Like 3 people in a week have messaged me, have you seen it? Blah, blah, blah.
Not just because your mate's in it.
It's really good, yeah. Because that's generally what I would have been like, but then that many people like talk to me in a week saying, oh, like out of the blue, we weren't even talking about you. Yeah. Oh, have you seen Andrea's thing on BBC? I'm like, oh damn, I need to check this out. So how was that process of getting to that?
Yeah, it was amazing. We started shooting it in 2020, and then we had to stop. We started filming in February 2020, and then we had to stop in March. We started up again in October, finished it around November time, and it only just got released like last month. No, this month. I don't know when this is coming out, but early February it got released, and it's just like it's done really well. Like, we were on Gogglebox the other day.
Yeah, I
Like,
saw you post that.
So funny. Everyone was just like, "Oh my god, Cheaters was on Gogglebox." It's like the best review you could get for a show. Isn't that mad? I want to watch people watch telly.
You want to watch people watch?
I want to watch.
I really not disliked because I don't really care that much, but I really just didn't get it
What Gogglebox?
when it first came out. Like,
Yeah.
and then
It
some of
strikes
it,
me, you're like very no nonsense, aren't you?
yeah,
Like,
I just like some of it. I'm just like I haven't got time for it. And then at first it was some of them quite funny, you know. And then after a while I would watch it again. I realized okay, but some people are just like putting on and not trying to be funny. And I was like, nah, take it off. I want it to be authentic. That's all I want. Authenticity, you know.
yes, very true.
When I feel like
Very
you're
true.
putting too much and you're trying to get a reaction out of me, then
we
I'm
went to a restaurant the other day, and Usher got really, really upset that like the bill was brought out in like
it was
book.
in a book.
This restaurant was really trying so hard to be like several different things.
It was
wasn't
so unnecessary.
But the way you actually said, the poor waitress was just doing her job,
and I knew,
just like,
you know what it is?
what's the purpose of the book?
When I asked her,
What's the purpose of the
when I asked her, I didn't ask her like in an aggressive manner. I asked her literally, I was like, so why is it the bill coming in a book of a random story?
Oh, why would you?
And
ask
that's the
her?
funny thing. I knew she wasn't gonna know.
So
I knew
what
she
did you
wasn't
want
gonna
her
know.
to say then?
Because I just wanted to prove that she wasn't gonna know, and this is pointless.
Who are you proving that to? The girl who doesn't know and
The
can't
people,
do nothing about
the
it?
people in the restaurant, like, fix
Who?
this.
Who's is this? Someone listening in?
Well, when we
is
walked
the boss
out-
of the whole restaurant chain going, do you know what Usher said?
Well, if the boss is a good boss, they're gonna listen to the voice of the people, and the people in the restaurant that work there will be like, you know what? I don't see a reason for this
So you're
book.
sort of filtering the information
Right.
through.
And when we left, I spoke to someone. She had on like a different coat, so I think she was of some sort of power. And I told her, "Listen, the book needs to go. Like, it's just pointless."
Usher has spoken, and
I
you know,
genuinely-
this
I
big,
feel like I need to-
successful restaurant chain in London. I agree with you, by the way.
Thank you.
I'm
So then I don't know why you're just hitting me with this
because it's
energy
fun-
like you
because
don't.
it's funny, but like I agree that they were trying to be several different things. But I just love
it
how
was
much
pointless.
umbrage you took over this bill in a book.
Just these things, I'm like, I feel like I need to walk through people's businesses and just tell you don't need that. That's unnecessary. Because some people generally put.
I
in,
would watch that show. I would watch that.
Someone
TV show.
fund me because I'll go. Literally.
Let's do it. Premise, concept for the TV show already done. A man who knows nothing about running a
But
restaurant
that is hilarious.
goes into a restaurant
And says
and
what
tells
you
them
need.
how to do their shit.
That's it. And you know what it is? All I'm gonna ask is it'll be like every episode will be about 5 minutes.
Of you just going,
No, listen.
don't need it.
This is gonna
Don't
happen.
need
No.
Don't need it.
I'm not gonna. Listen, I'm not gonna be that. Can we have order, please?
Order.
I'm not gonna be that dismissive. I'm gonna walk in calmly, just take a quick stroll around the restaurant, and I don't care what happens behind because customers don't see that. So whatever, do what you want behind. I don't care. Walk on the floor, see everything. If there's something I feel like I want to question, I would just ask the manager. So why this? If they give me a valid reason and it's understandable and it makes sense, then right, cool, fair. But if you give me a dumb reason and say, oh, it looks nah,
See,
go.
man of authenticity.
So if that lady gave me a good reason and they had a general reason why the book was there, I would have been, okay, fair, I understand now. Even if I don't agree with it, I understand. But she said no. The lady that we walked out of said, she just did that to me. I was like,
And
just
she's
go.
like, I don't know, man. I didn't design the place.
Exactly, just leave.
And you were just like, can I leave a comment, please? Is there a
Yes,
is there
suggestion
a complaint?
box should come back.
Suggestion box.
Suggestion boxes.
He asked for the suggestion box. You should have written it in the book.
I didn't have a pen on me.
You're like a really young old man, aren't you?
Yeah, someone said that to me the other day as well. So, Andrea,
Yes.
at the end of every episode, we like to finish off with a quick fire question round.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Quick fire question round.
Ready for my quick fire question?
Andrea Valls, are you ready?
Did you just call me Andrea?
Andrea.
Okay, sorry. Flipping out. I thought I heard Andrea.
No, Andrea Valls, are you ready?
Yes, ready.
Okay. Question 1. Is the sun a star or a planet?
A star.
Correct. What is a group of lions called?
A meridian? I don't know.
A pride. Incorrect.
Oh, lions. I thought you said lines. Can
What
you
was
also
my-
be intelligible? I thought you said lines.
How many teeth does an adult human have?
28?
32. What is the capital city of Germany?
Berlin.
Correct. How many colors in a rainbow?
7.
Correct. What year was the moon landing?
Ooh, 19... 1950?
Incorrect. 1969.
69, Jesus.
What continent is Australia in?
Oceania.
Correct. What river goes through the River Thames? What river goes through London? Oh,
The River Thames.
Next question.
Thanks.
How many boroughs in London?
30.
32. Who is the current president of the USA?
Biden.
Who is the current prime minister?
Bojo.
Bojo, correct. Time.
Damn. I would have got the lions right if you'd said lions.
I mean, that's the
and
second
not
time it's
lions.
happened. Is it me?
It is lions. Lions.
Lions.
Can you say lion? And I would have got a pride.
I was saying pride in the background.
I heard you as
Sorry.
well, and I was going to say, you can't help.
I mean, to be fair, this is the second time someone's heard lions, to be
I
fair.
mean, but he heard lions.
Just say lions.
What did I say?
Lions.
I said lions.
No, you said lions.
You got it wrong. How about that?
I'm sorry, it sounded like an East London accent saying
You got it wrong.
lions.
Sorry.
So am I nowhere near the leaderboard?
Oh, no, you're on the leaderboard.
Just third.
Just probably not first.
Last place.
It's okay, but there's only 3 people. There's still 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th person to go. Okay? So, Andrea, thank you
Thank
for
you.
showing up, for turning up, showing out. We appreciate you coming down. So next you've got, was a series said coming out, or was it the Netflix?
Yeah.
Or was it Channel 4?
Both. So the thing on Channel 4 is coming out. It's called The Birth of Daniel F. Harris. I mean, I'm a tiny weeny part in that as well, so maybe skim over that. But and the Netflix film, if you want to see me do one line as well. But bigger and better things coming, Usher. If you want to see my sketches, I'm Drea_Valls on Instagram. And I'll send you the link to my YouTube stuff as well, so you can see it.
We'll get all of that. I appreciate you coming down.
Thank
I appreciate tuning in. People, give Dre a follow if you want to see her sketches, if you want to see her stuff. I would. Thank you for coming down. People, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Make sure you're liking, subscribing, sharing, all of that. It's a big help. We appreciate your support. The visuals are now available on Spotify for those weird people who like that app, and you want to see our pretty little faces.
Also known as everyone.
Also known as everyone. Usher, your listeners are not weird.
For those amazing people who
Okay,
love that
thank
app and you want to see our pretty little faces, please go over Spotify, and you don't just now have the audio, you have the visual too. So tune in, please. Thank you. Have a good morning, have a good day, have a good night. Stay safe, stay sweet, stay street.